And I wanted to shoot this question to you, Fang. What are your dreams? What is something that you always wanted to achieve? I know I just threw like a rocket ball. She's like, whoa.
I was like, you're asking like, what's the meaning of life? I'm like, oh shoot, I don't know. I mean, my dream is definitely like working with the games. I think everyone has that point after or during college or after college, like, oh, what am I supposed to do with life? Like everyone else seems to know exactly what they want, and I had no idea. And I'm very happy and I feel blessed to work with what I like. I work with games and then I turn around, go to the bedroom and start playing games. It's like, I'm just surrounded by games all the time. I don't have like a specific dream. Like I don't have a like, this is exactly where I want to go. I think I'm more of the type of, I'm happy to go to my job because, I feel like I'm appreciated. I think that helps a lot because if you go somewhere and, feeling appreciated, it's like, why would I even want to be here? I think my goal is just like travel the world, just be happy. Like I'm a simple person. I don't have, grand goals in that kind of sense. Just like live a peaceful life. That's it.
Look, guys, she's living her dream. That's why that's great.
I'm like, I'm
great,
good.
That's great. What about you guys? What are your dreams?
You can take it away.
Kevin got the look. Kevin got the look. He was like, I'm starting this one, Kevs.
So my dreams have always been to become not like a great photographer, a very diverse photographer, one that can be placed in any setting and take amazing photos. And that could be for because like a photographer is your eye. It's how you use the environment, how you use everything around. Like my version of photography even shifted when I got into the wedding industry, because then I learned it's like now it's not just like learning the camera and taking the photo. Now it's people managing. I wasn't expecting to be a photographer and people manage, but it kind of like happened to go in that way, right? And it worked so well because that developed the skill for me to learn how to be directive, right? How to direct somebody into a certain pose or a certain position, how to get a group involved. The wedding industry expanded my photography in so many ways, and it's a way of living out my dream too, because I'm now getting placed into any environment, being told to just go on, have free freedom with your photos, even though I stick to a system because there's standards to get, but outside of the system I could get really creative. And we get to like travel a little bit too. Like I haven't never been like outside of like really New York too much, and I get to like travel all the way to different parts of Jersey, all the way to Boston, Delaware, Connecticut, Long Island, something I've never done before, and I love the adventure of it. And even though I can't stay there for the day, and it's just only for like the night, where it's only like a day travel there, like 2 hours of driving there and 2 hours driving back after a full day, making it like 12 to 14-hour day. But I loved it though. It got me outside to go explore outside of New York City. And then my second dream that started coming up was Maestro Galleria. And I always had a dream of making like a gallery, like a digital gallery, and to have people connect on art, like the new social platform, but for art. So it'll be really like art centered. People could talk about it, people could connect on it, and then ultimately have it as commerce as well for a whole bunch of different levels of artists. So like you have like these expert artists that are all the way up here, and you have these entry artists, and they all get to make a sale. Like if I could get people on there and they all make a sale, it's providing beauty to the world. And now imagine if like you see all these empty buildings that are gray, let's put some color on them, right? And like Maestro Galleria will help you put that color on it. So we'll get that graffiti artist that needs that wants to transform just being tagging, we may put up a mural, and we can finally get him to put up a mural by commission by the owner of the building to make their place more beautiful. Like it's adding beauty to the world. And now if that dream gets to go on to like a massive like scale, then we'll be adding beauty to the whole world from Maestro Galleria. And that's the dream of like for the digital application. And I'm only in the start where I have 6 artists on board so far. So I'm already living it. So
Let's go.
Right, right there. And I'm getting their stuff on T-shirts, and that's how I'm going to build the finances for it. And then boom, right after that is going to get development onto the application, and then it'll go around the world, hopefully. But every step of the way, I'm at the entry level right now, so I'm almost there.
I think over the years, my dreams have definitely shifted and changed, and I'm in places right now where I never thought I would be. I just hope to continue to evolve every day and to continue to embrace like the changes that life has. I've always been afraid of change, but that's something that is definitely certain in our lives. Change will always be there. So I can only hope to continue to embrace it every day and allow it to continue to mold me and change me. And that's the beauty of being in the creative field and of being a photographer. You get to experience, you get to observe. And I love being an observer and capturing the beauty that's around me. But I definitely did not expect to be in certain positions where I have to, take the lead or direct people. I've never wanted to do that ever. I remember I love cinema and I've always had a dream to be a director one day, but I would always say like, I'm never going to try to attempt that because I cannot direct anybody. And now like, in these positions, I'm like, whoa, little me is like, what are you doing? Like, we never thought we would do that.
You should see Autumn out there. She tells everybody, like, hey, stand over here. Like, she gets them through.
Like, I think my introverted self has definitely like grown a lot. But yeah, I guess like a dream right now is just to continue to evolve and to accept change with a lot of grace. Yeah.
Good. It's good to hear you guys' dreams, right? And most of you guys already live in it, right? I would share my dreams with you guys. I believe that my biggest purpose in life, now that I found clear objectives, when you are in a obscure place, is literally where you find your identity, and you're able to establish what you really want to do and how is that going to impact everyone else's life, right? Because it's not about you living your own life, it's about the impact you cause on everyone else. And it's continuing to really educate people through mental health, how to cope, creating coping mechanisms so people can overcome stress. Also to understand that everyone faces fear, and fear is okay. But how does fear convert into bravery? And how courageous you can become day by day by deciding to embrace change. And again, change is inevitable. Like every second that passes, you're older. That's a change. And it's inevitable. You can't do anything about it. So you got to mold yourself to those cycles of change. Be able to help the veterans community, with people that struggle with PTSD. Among one of them, I'm somebody that will live with PTSD for the rest of my life. I understand the fear. I understand the quietness. I understand the doubts that it creates and the insecurities. But there's always solutions to that, right? And it all starts with just one talk, right? And then how you embrace yourself through that journey, and then how you mature with it, right? How PTSD can be a good companion to you, and you turn your anxiety into self-development, right? And then ultimately, the Ethics Guild podcast, we just want to educate people on different perspectives. It's not about fame. This is why I believe that I think we always want to keep it simple. Even if the channel grows big, everyone has heard big stars and channels. But to me, the most interesting stories are the common people, the people that live day life without all the privileges, right? I'm not saying that people that have more resources don't have interesting stories. They do, but they often already put most of those stories in the air, and most people already know them. But what about the mom that worked 3 jobs and put all their kids through college? Their stories are not told, and they become opaque to to a great story about resilience, right? Those are the stories that I want to cover with you guys, and make sure that they are known as heroes, right? There's a lot of fallen heroes that their stories are never heard. And this is what this platform is all about. And then I have a particular dream that I can't share with you, that I pray every day that it happens. And I hope that, sometime in my life, I'm able to live that experience again. But that's just very personal. And I'm very happy with where my life has taken me. I don't I regret a lot of things, but it was something that I had to live through, and it molded me to who I am. And I have two more questions for you guys, and I know that we've been here for quite a while. We all been through academic backgrounds. What you guys learned through your academic backgrounds in college, and where do you see the difference between the theory and the practice?